Okay, so what is it that is brown and bleeds out to green? I think we've all had bad experiences with delivery companies, right? They're not always bad, but I'm sure we've had that story where someone says something's been delivered and it's not, or they deliver to the wrong house and they take a picture and it's someone else's front door. I once had a delivery driver hand me a package, and as he handed it over, the box just opened and everything rolled out. It was just a few cans of deodorant, but like they just rolled out and he just looked at me like, he didn't even help me pick up the deodorant. This is Kaylee and she posted this video.
It's the way I'm fucking shaking. For context, I went home for the holidays in Chicago and I live in New York now, so I packed a box to send to myself here with some of my belongings that I wanted from home. This is not the original box, and I was very confused because I was like, the box that I sent is way smaller than this.
So a different box means the box has been damaged or they've opened it and they've broken something?
What is this giant box? So I opened it up. I'm baffled. I don't even know. This is what I received.
What the fuck?
Like, the box is torn apart. My clothes are just loose in here.
That is ripped. I mean, it's cut and then ripped.
As you can see, let me just rebuild my box for you. It was like duct taped to hell and back and beyond. So what happened to this fucking box, I will never know. But let's go ahead and look at the clothes. This is irreparable damage.
Oh, that's not the design. Oh shit. I thought that was like some, I don't know, a state in the US. Like it looks like a state, right? Looks very Texan almost.
This isn't even just a cute, like, file a claim. Like, this is like...
That's crazy.
Beyond repair. These are Jerf Avenue pajamas that...
Okay, so what is it that is brown and bleeds out to green? I don't even want to think about that.
This I might bawl my eyes out over. This is literally Christian Dior.
What the fuck is that? Oh, what is this? It looks like... Is that mold? But even more so, someone has packed all this up in a box and been like, yeah, it's really damaged with all this green crap, but let's just pack it up and send it. That makes me feel sick.
I just want to know who I need to talk to at fucking FedEx, because this is nuts. Another white sweatshirt.
No.
Ruined.
It's like bleach.
I mean, thank you for giving me your marker. I got this from my college before I graduated. I cannot replace this. The Jerf Avenue pajamas again. Thank you, FedEx, for handling my package with such care.
That's crazy. I mean, you pay for a shipping service, you expect it to go okay. Maybe a few dents in the box. You know, maybe there's a little tear, but for it to literally arrive covered in green and brown stuff, it looks so heavily destroyed. It's insane. It's almost like they've popped the box down. Maybe it's got like wet or something seeped in or something leaked from another package into this one. When she picked it up, I thought like it was like the blue and the brown together. I thought, oh, that's kind of cute tie-dye. But if you picked that up not knowing what the liquid was, I'll just set it all on fire, to be honest. Absolutely insane. There's a lot of damage in it. I hope she got some kind of insurance on the package.
Everybody wants a FedEx update, and
yeah.
I regret to inform that I don't have one. I have seen that they commented on my TikTok and Instagram post. They have said to DM them, and I did. I have also emailed their CEO, their EVP.
I'm sorry, for something so terrible like this to happen, like, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world that some clothes are damaged, but she's paid for a service and she isn't getting the full respect from that service for her stuff. You know what I mean? For them to be like, oh, DM us. No, you should be reaching out as a business to this individual, to your customer, and be like, oh my God, that's insane. We never want our packages to arrive like this. What can we do? It's not like, oh yeah, DM us. No, you should be the ones reaching out to repair this.
And I believe their supply chain manager for ground shipping. The only response that I'm getting through DM with them, like, submit a claim and we'll get back to you in 2 weeks. It's an endless cycle. All of my clothes are currently at like a professional stain remover laundry, dry cleaning service. But I'll put photos that I have up here. That way you can see yourself. If anybody else out there has...
I mean, it looks wet. Don't you think it looks wet a little bit? Like, not the brown bit, the green looks sludgy.
It's a great idea of what I can do. What's really, really sickening is that they don't care when they have a viral claim made against them about not just me, but thousands of comments from their customers. That is what baffles me, is not even what happened to me, but my experience is one of literally thousands.
That's crazy.
So that's my update. Even with millions of views, even with millions of comments, millions of stories, millions of direct messages, millions of people tagging them, all of this traction on the internet would have garnered a response by now if the corporation actually cared. So I think all we can do is take this as a lesson. Whether you are someone without an audience, without a platform, and you deal with it with them and do all the right things, you're still not going to get the care and compensation that you deserve. And even if you do have 30,000 followers and millions of views, they don't care either way.
That is absolutely horrendous. I'm not sure I would want to wear those clothes after some mystery fluid has been all over them. She's dealt with this in a really good way. Absolutely email the highest person you can find and CC people in. If you struggle to hear back from a brand, Google the known email addresses and contacts, but also third parties they work with. CC them into your complaint. A lot of businesses have a separate team that will answer you way quicker from these emails because they're so monitored in comparison to just going to customer service. You have an issue at Amazon? CC Jeff Bezos. And the fact, again, that they commented on her TikTok and her Instagram and then have heard nothing is crazy. So they're very aware of the situation. It's a thought of like, are they just being sneaky and saying they're doing something about the situation, but also absolutely not doing anything just for appearances? Here's the deal with delivery companies like this, FedEx, DHL, all this other stuff. The person receiving the package is kind of a customer, but at the end of the day, companies are always going to pay these people to carry their packages. When you order from a brand, sometimes you don't have a lot of choice. Very rarely are you like, oh, do you want it shipped by, you know, the US Post Service, Royal Mail, DHL? You can choose at different price points, but most of the time it's like, this is who ships with us. If you want it, this is who ships with us.
It's the moment you have all been waiting for. I picked up my clothes from the dry cleaners and it is a hefty bill. If you're new here, FedEx has ruined and destroyed all of my clothing. So I had to take it to the dry cleaners because I live in New York. I don't have a washing machine. And I mean, it's a New York price, let me just tell you. There were a few things that I did already throw away, like the Jerf Avenue pajamas. There was a green tank top, a black long sleeve, my favorite pair of jeans. And I threw those out because I brought them to the dry cleaners and she was like, yeah, girl, like there's no way. So I really just...
Also as well, like, I've actually done this before when I lived in the US and I was moving back to the UK. There's only so much luggage you can take. And if you're doing a domestic flight and you maybe just want to take a carry-on, it's so much easier to send, you know, things like this. So it's so much easier to send something forward. A lot of people might say, keep your valuables with you, including your valuable clothes, but sometimes it's not doable.
Tried to prioritize certain pieces that I knew I couldn't get back. This is what we're left with. My college quarter zip.
Yes.
She is okay. I'm so thankful. There is light staining. She even told me that. But again, like this is a quarter zip that I will never be able to.
That looks so much better than it did. But of course it looks better. I wonder if she had the white one sorted.
Replace. Just so despite the light staining, I could care less. I think...
What is the stain though? It looked toxic. If it is human waste mixed with something else, that thing's never touching my body again.
This next one is going to blow some of your guys' mind.
Was it the first one?
This is the St. Pete Beach
wow.
sweatshirt. If you look really close, there is an outline. This is wearable, okay? Versus what it was.
Absolutely.
This will do.
Wow.
Was another sweatshirt that I did have. It was the blue. That one is unfortunately gone again. She was able to fix the other white sweatshirt, which is this one. I'm assuming she threw this in absolute chemicals because number one, she stinks a little bit, but she is pristine white. So I am fucking happy about her. She's also a little stiff. I'm getting a little itchy just touching this. Here's one of the ones that she said she was gonna try, but she was not sure if she was gonna be able to get the stain out. And she did do her best. But yeah, that is unfortunately unwearable. So this is going in the trash. Only other item that I was able to salvage was the Christian Dior. She said that this one had like some stain like outlines, but I don't see any. It is like a weird pattern though, so maybe that just helps to hide the stains. So that is everything.
Any word from FedEx?
I don't think there's anything else to say about it.
Okay, we do have an update. Let's have a look.
In case you missed it, FedEx destroyed all of my clothing. And I still do not think that you as a consumer should be using them as a carrier company. However, I am aware that the executive offices at FedEx are watching these videos now. Hey,
good.
Send me my check. The only update that I have for you at this moment is that they have confirmed that they're sending me a check. However, that was 2 weeks ago. I haven't heard anything since, so if that's true or not, I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way that, again, they post one thing on the internet, but then they come over and call me up directly and tell me another thing. So with that being said, if they do end up sending me a check and reimbursing me for my laundry bill, I would be extremely grateful. But until...
Just, listen, I'll be asking for more than just the dry cleaning bill. I'm like, do you know the value of some of the stuff in there? She had designer stuff in there.
Then I'm empty-handed. And you'd think with 3 videos now surpassing millions of views, they would act a little quicker. But I digress. We have a really exciting package to open, covering my address. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Oh, did they send us stuff?
I'm going to cry. I'm gonna show you before I look. Is it good? Is it good? What is it? Oh my god, there's a lot in here. What? Wait. There's so many goodies in here.
Oh, that's cute. So the company where some of her stuff was ruined had sent her loads of stuff. That's really nice. Okay, final update.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. Do you see that? Your girl got her check. From FedEx. I'm covering all my private information because obviously, but they sent me enough to cover my dry cleaning bill, which I am very grateful for. Honestly, as much as this helps being able to cover the cost of what happened, it still doesn't completely repair my trust with FedEx. I don't know how, if you've watched this whole saga, you could continue using her again. There was an article that was published by Newsweek about this situation, and FedEx's PR team didn't respond. Again, the $200.
Listen, we say this over and over again. If you are a brand, admit to when you fuck up. People will be like, okay, they admit it. They know what happens. They know what good customer service is. They know how to deal with good customer service.
This is great.
Why are all delivery companies like this? Impossible to get hold of. They don't care if you actually get your, packages or not. They just...
But as I said in the last couple of videos, I think this should just be a lesson. A company's reputation should be everything. I don't know how you don't address this.
Yeah,
I just want to make it clear that I will be okay without my sweatshirts and my pajamas. Like, it was never really about that. It was more of the fact that there are people out there who don't have a platform to be able to talk about this.
I know a lot of people be like, it's material things, but it's not just that. It's that a company... One had the audacity to send this back in its position, in its condition, with no word of an apology or no way of or not even contacting this person and be like, listen, your package is completely ruined. Let's figure this out. You know what I mean?
And they have had worse experiences with FedEx and nothing ever comes of it because they can't post about it. I've had single dads reach out to me about their child's belongings or nurses and medicine and people's loved ones' ashes. Like, it's insane and it's appalling that FedEx won't ever do anything about it. So my point in making this series, as long as it has been, is that if this is what happens to a 20-something on the internet over some sweatshirts and pajamas, imagine how much worse it can get to people who can't post it. I don't know. I guess this is the last update. I'm still speechless over the whole situation because I still think it is ridiculous. I digress.
It was a lot. It's a lot to deal with. This one's been quite a short little saga, but the reason this went so viral is probably just because of how relatable it is. And, there are times where, for a few reasons, there's a few times where we've been devastated by a stain, right? We get blood on our clothes, or we get something, not like that, but you get something on your clothes and you're like, oh shit, well this is gonna stain. And it's relatable in a way where I'm sure we've all had packages been like completely just disrespected. They might show up, but they might not be in the best condition. But also it's like crazy. It's just crazy how I have never seen something turn up so terrible. Let me know your opinions as always down below. Consider subscribing if you have not already, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.